So, good morning, all. I'll be discussing with you on forex orders. That is the topic we'll be covering today. And without wasting our time, I'll be delving into it immediately. First of all, forex orders are divided into two. We have the market order and also the pending order. Market order is just like saying you're buying and you're selling at the exact market price that your broker is willing to actually, or the best price the broker has provided at the moment. You just go to your charts depending on what you want to trade. Currently I'm on AUD CHF, and let's say we're doing analysis, and then we now come to a conclusion that price was going to, let's say, was going to sell for some reasons, and then we now say, okay, that is what we want to do. So we can decide to just sell. This is where price is currently, and let's say what we intend to, what we anticipate with this market is that this market is going to fall down and whatever, and we want to sell now. Let's say that is our analysis. I want to sell now. Look at where price is currently, 0.56977. So what we just do is you click outside here. Once you click, you see this. Just click this plus. So once you click it, it will give you the market execution I just talked about, which is divided into the sell and the buy. You get. So remember, from our own analysis, we said we wanted to sell. So all you just need to do is to click this sell button. So once we do that, automatically the order is open and we'll be taken into the trade, which is this. You can see it is already selling at the moment, but we are currently in a loss at the moment. So to go back to the chart, we'll now see, if you look at the chart very well, you see we have the market is already going down in our favor, assuming that is what we are looking at. So that is for this. The second part of forex order is what we call a pending order, and that pending order is a kind of order that you execute at a later time at a price you specify. Now, in this case, you don't want to take your sell based on what the market or the broker has provided for you. You don't want to take it from there again. Now, you want to determine where you want to enter. That is what a pending order is. And like a pending order is also divided into four. We have the buy limit order, we have the buy stop order, we have the sell limit order, and we also have the sell stop order. So the buy limit order, let me start with that one. The buy limit order is a type of order that you buy at or below a specified price. When you say you want to actually buy using a buy limit, let's assume this is a chart we are also considering, and maybe along the line we've come to a conclusion that price is going to go up. You get. So, and we want to set what we call a buy limit. A buy limit is usually a price that you set below the specified price or the current price in the market. We now know that from what we have here, we know that price is currently at 0.56942. And if we want to set a buy limit order, let's assume we want to set it around here. Let's say around this line. This is where we want to say, we want it to be around 0.56549. That is where we want to set. That's where we want to actually trigger that buy. So what you do is you click out again, like we normally do. Click out on the empty space to get this. So once you get this, you click it, and then it opens up to market execution. Come to market execution and click market execution. it will now give you the various pending orders that we have in the market. Like I told you, we have the buy limit, we have the sell limit, we have the buy stop, and we have the sell stop. So what we want to actually trigger currently is the buy limit. So you just click the buy limit here. As you click it, it will give you this. Remember, what we want to enter, the market we want to enter at is around 0.56549. Remember, which is this. That's where we want price to get to. And that is where we want our buy to be triggered. So let's go back again. Click the empty space. Click the plus button. And then click the market execution. Click the buy limit. And then you can now set your price. You can also click the plus button, this plus button here. Just click it. It will now open up, give us the price, the current price in the market. So all we just need to do is we'll click it, and then we'll try to edit what is there. So remember, what price we want to enter at is at 56549. Sure, you get me? So once we just get that price, we can now do what? We can now place. We can now place it. I wouldn't know why it's not giving us what we want, but let me do it again. Oh, okay. I think it was network. It has actually triggered. If you look at this, you see that there's a line waiting for us to be triggered. Look at the buy limit here. You get me? So this is how you set your buy limit. So what it means is that price is currently at 0.56943. So we are waiting for price to actually come down to this place. So when it comes down to this place, then we want our price triggered. So when it triggers, then it will now start going up. That is what we are anticipating. And that is what our analysis are. And like I told you, this is the way buy limits can be set. So that one is that. So let's look at buy stop. How do we set buy stop? Like I explained before, buy stop is a kind of order that helps you to buy above the market price. This is the market price currently, which is this 0.56932. That is our market price currently. So we are assuming that let's say the market, we think that when the market comes down, that the market will still go up again, and we want to buy around here. Let's assume this is where we want our market triggered. That's where we want to enter the buy. You get, that's where we want to enter the buy. So we want to enter at 0.57318. 0.57318. So what we just need to do is this. We'll go back again, click the empty space for that button to come out. Click this plus button. When you click it, the market execution comes out. Just click the market execution and then select the buy stop you want, which is this one. So once you click it, it will open. So you go to the plus button to trigger this price, the current price limit, because at the moment it's giving you a 000. So once you click it, the price comes up. You can now edit and fit in the price you want to take that trade, which is 0.57318. 0.57318. You get me? So once we do that, we can now come down here and place it. Once we place it, look at it here. It has already triggered. Look at it. Sorry, it has already been placed. It's pending at the moment. So if you go back to the chart, you still see that if you take out this line now, you see it has been spelled out already. So what it will be doing is, you're not in the market at the moment, but whenever price decides to come up to hit this, it will actually trigger your buy and then continue to move up based on your analysis. I don't know if you're getting me. So we'll be looking at the sell limit now. Sell limit is an order that you also place at a specified price. You get me? Sell limit is also placed above the current price, above the market price. You get, this is the market price. Market price is around 0.56902. So what you do when you want to sell, let us assume you want to sell around this area. Let's say around here. Let's say 0.5713. That is the area you want to actually sell. So what you do is you go back again, click the outside space, click the plus button, click the market execution, and then click your sell limit. So once you click your sell limit, you come down here to trigger it, the current price, and then you go here to edit. The number the number we want to actually enter is 0.57153. You get me? So we'll go back again and do what we need to do. Market execution, sell limit. You trigger this and then you put in the figure 0.57153, and then you just look at it. It has reflected. Then you now click place. So once you click place, it would automatically be triggered. So you can see that this is it. So let's go back to the chart. Going back to the chart is you're clicking this button. So when you go back to the chart, you see that it has been recorded. If I take out this line, you see this is what we call sell limit. I don't know if you're seeing this. Sell limit. We've done the buy stop, we've done the buy limit. We just finished the sell limit, sorry. So let's go to the sell stop now. How do we know how do we place a sell stop? Another assumption, let's assume we want to take a trade, and then we are thinking that price will actually we want a situation where price would actually come down to this point and trigger. We want price to actually trigger on 0.56842. The sell stop now. Remember, price will always be above it. So the best bet is for you to trigger a sell stop. You need to actually place your price or your order below the market price. So like I told you, let's assume we already know that market is going to fall, and then we want to take our sell around this area. We want to take it around 0.56862. So what we do is you click the open space again, you click the plus button, and then you go to market execution and click. And then what you'll be having the 4 orders I listed. And what you do is you select the sell stop and click. So go to the plus button and edit it to give you the current price. And then you can now take, let's assume what we want to take that. We want to take it at 0.56862. So we'll just go back and do what we need to do. Click the sell stop, edit it to get to the price, to give you the price, the exact price level at the moment, and then you can now impute 0.56862. So we can now save it and click place. So once you click place, it would now reflect, which is this. You can see it. So if you go back to the chart and take out the line where we picked out the price, you see that everything is already reflecting. So this is where we have our sell stop. This is where we have our sell stop. So what we'll be waiting for is price. We want price to actually come down. And when it comes down, our anticipation is that once price comes down, it will continue going down. And that is why we have placed this sell stop here, so that once it continues coming down, it will trigger it and then will continue going down. So another thing I would want to push across is what we call a trailing stop. or let me use the word stop loss. Let me use the word stop loss. So how do we actually play stop loss, and what is even stop loss on its own part? If I might explain what stop loss is, I'll say stop loss is just that caution or precaution you normally take whenever you are in a trade. You get me? Okay, now you're telling yourself that, see, I will place a stop loss somewhere. I will just place a caution somewhere, so that if price decides to go against me in the course of me selling or buying, I will not lose more than a certain amount of money. You get? So let me use the example of the market order that got triggered earlier on to explain this. This is our market order. This is where we enter that market order, that sell order we talked about at the beginning of the lesson, which is around 0.56970. Let me assume that what I just want to do is, I want a situation where if price decides to come back and no longer sell, and then decides to come back to, as it starts going up, if price decides to start going up and refuse to sell like I predicted, maybe I want a situation where if price gets to 0.57031, I will be taken out of the trade so that I can save myself some money. Let's assume I don't want to lose more than between here where I entered and here where I am going to be stopping. You get? What I will just do is I will now go and go back and put this particular one, so that if price decides to start coming up again and takes out my entry and keep going up, once it gets to 0.57030, which is this one, I will not lose more than that. Here, I will not lose more than between this point and this point. So what I'll just do is I'll just go and type that into it so that it can reflect what I am doing. So what I just need to do is go back, click outside, and I'll just go to this place and click. So once I click, this is it currently running, AUDCHF sell. At the moment, I've not made up to $1, so I'll just click it. I'll click and hold. Once I click it, I'll hold it. Then these four things will come out. I'll just go to modify order and click it. Then this is where we put in the figure. This is for stop loss and this is for take profit. So I'll just click the plus button and edit, then impute what I want it to be. So I'll just say what's that figure again? I'll just say 0.57030. So I'll just go back and impute it there. So it would now be a guard for me. So editing it, I have 0.56862. So that would be, I hope I'm correct. I hope I am correct. Okay, sorry, 0.57031. So I'll just go back and impute it there. Click modify order, edit this 0.57031. Then I'll come down here and click modify. So once I do that, the whole thing will be modified. So if I click this one out again, you will see that, if I click this one out, the running trade, you see that SL here already has a number, which is what I just imputed now. If I go back to the chart, you still see there is also represented, which is this. So what it simply means is that if price decides to come back up and put me in a negative balance and decides to keep going up, I will not lose anything above this particular point. I will not lose anything above this particular point. Then some other thing I will be talking about is trailing stop loss. Now, trailing stop loss is this. When when price decides to keep selling like it is selling currently now, and I want to protect my capital, what I will just need to do is to keep moving this closer to the price, to the entry price, as I keep making gains in the market. You get me? You can just keep reducing this thing from 0.5703. You can keep coming down to your entry. That is like moving your stop loss now to follow the price as price keeps going down. So in summary, like I explained, um we have what I just covered is the forex order, where I talked about the market order, which consists of a buy and sell. And then I also talked about the pending order. And pending order is divided into four. I talked about the buy limits, the buy stop, the sell limits, and the sell stop. And I said the buy limit is usually an order that you place or buy, and they are usually below the specified price, below the market price. You set them below the market price so that if price comes down and gets it triggered, it will now start going up. Then I also talked about the buy stop, where I said they are usually placed above the market price, so that if the market continues to buy, it will get to that your trigger. It will get to just that point where you actually placed your buy stop, and then it will trigger it and continue going up. Then I talked about the sell limits, where I said the sell limit is usually placed above the market price. You get me? So that what you just need, that is where you want to enter into. So once the market keeps going up and gets to trigger that particular sell limit, it will now start falling based on your analysis on the chart. While I talked about the sell stop, where I said the sell stop is usually placed below the market price, where you are telling yourself that is where you want to enter from. You don't want to enter where the market is currently running on. So what you just need to do is to put a sell stop below that sell price, and then once the market keeps going down and gets it triggered, you will now be in the market. So I believe with all of this, you should be clear about all of this, and I will see you in my next class. Thank you.